go. All right, everyone. Welcome to tonight's class. Tonight's class, if you got your pen and paper out, hopefully you got your M3 pens out, ready to rock and roll. Tonight's class is entitled The 5 Stages of Change. 5 Stages of Change. Once again, that's 5 stages of change. I see Spachelle show that she actually have her pen out. Shout out to Spachelle. I see Mariana has her pen out. All right, who else got their pen? Who else? Shantae, you ain't got it? No, you ain't got it? No, that don't look like an M3 pen. Huh?
It's at work. I leave it on my desk.
Oh, okay, yeah, because you like to get the M3 work on. All right, I can't see Ashley. Okay, is he Anastasia? Sharnisha, well, Sharnisha, we're going to work on you later. Danielle and the rest of y'all, I can't see y'all, but that's all right. Here we go. All right, she said yes. She said she got her M3 pen. All right, here we go. Let me share my notes. If y'all can't see the screen, I'm just showing the PowerPoint. Please let me know. Somebody interfere. Here. All right, can y'all see the PowerPoint? Can somebody say yes or no? I can't see what's in the text box. Can someone say yes?
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay, is that all you see is the PowerPoint?
Yeah.
Perfect. You don't see me or nothing?
In the corner.
Oh, okay. All right. Here we go. 5 stages of change. We all go through them. This is one of my favorite classes to teach. By the way, guys, we have moved from master your mission to now we're mastering your mind. So the new section, which I'm getting ready to enroll you all in this class, is master your mind. Now we're working on the mind, right? The mission, we said what the mission was, what we're going to do. So that was us laying the foundation. Now we're on the mind. We're starting to create those business minds, those professional minds, those minds where, you know, we walk into job interviews, and we know we have the job because that's who we are. We're not only for those of you who want a job, for those of you who are like, no, I want to own my own business, we're creating a mindset where you feel comfortable enough where you could possibly leave your job and work full time for yourself. We're creating that mindset. So Master Your Mind is a new set of class that you guys are going to be in. All right, here we go. 5 stages of change. Let's go into it. All right, so here are the 5 stages right here. I'm actually going to explain each behavior and each change, okay? The first one, you're unaware of the problem, which is pre-contemplation. Ashley might know, she should know a lot about this because she's actually a social worker too, and she went through same program I went through for master's. Second stage is contemplation, aware of the problem and the desired behavior change, right? And of the desired behavior change, sorry. Preparation, intends to take action. Of course, action, practice the desired behavior. And maintenance is you work to sustain the behavior change, okay? So let's get into what exactly that means. I'm not going to read, well, I'll read a little bit, right? People on this stage, they don't want to make any changes in their habits, right? They don't recognize that they have a problem. They may be pessimistic about their ability to make change, or even deny the negative effects of their existing lifestyle habits. They selectively filter information that helps confirm their decision not to exercise or eat better or want more in life, right? This stage is sometimes referred to as the denial stage. So for those of you who it's easier, pre-contemplation is kind of like more I guess like a book term. So for those of you who like don't want to deal with the book stuff, just write denial. This is the denial stage, right? Unfortunately, it's difficult to reach or help people in the pre-contemplation stage. They may take an emotional trigger or an event of some kind that can snap people out of their denial. Oh, I'm sorry. You could take an emotional trigger or event of some kind and snap people out of their denial. It's highly likely if you are taking this program, you are not in this stage. The majority of us, believe it or not, if you're in this class, and you guys got to understand, you guys are paying for this. You are not in this stage, right? People in this stage, those are the people that are like, let's just take someone who's obese. They don't see a problem with them being obese. I'm not obese. I'm what? I'm big bone. Everybody in my family like this. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Go to the doctor. Doctor said, you got high blood pressure. Oh, please. There ain't nothing but a little bit more blood in my stream. That's all. I need extra blood. Like, they come up with crazy excuses. Or, I ain't got no diabetes. Or here's one of what my family would say. You know, my granny died at 46 years old from a heart attack at 46. Because one of the things she said when she went to the doctor said, ma'am, you can't be eating fried food. She said, if I can't eat what I want, then just take me now. And they took her. This is the type of, you ever tried to help someone and they're like, I don't see a problem. You know, you try to give them little tips and tools and things like that. They're like, ain't nothing wrong with me. You need to go work on yourself. They're like, nah. It's no point in trying to help anyone who's in this stage. People, let's take addiction. People who have addiction, they don't want to admit that they have an addiction. They're like, I can stop anytime I want. No, you can't. Or I don't have a problem. I just socially drink. Well, you socialize a whole lot. You know, I just smoke a little weed every once in a while. Well, what's your definition of every once in a while? You can't help no one in this stage at all. Okay? And if we were to look at it from a business standpoint or a professional standpoint, someone who's in the workplace, these are the types of people where they don't see anything wrong with how they're doing their job. They believe in their mind that their business, that their job security is fine because they're doing everything right. They don't have no desire to change. Not one. They're not eager, anything. This is a horrible place to be in. Horrible place to be in. All right, then you got the contemplation stage. Contemplation stage, right? During this stage, you are weighing the cost, right? Effort, time, finances, and benefits of a lifestyle modification. You're contemplating whether it's something that will be worth it. People can remain in the stage for years without preparing to take action. I think setting very powerful, motivating goals and visualizing your results can be very powerful for some in the contemplative stage. If you can identify new ways that make a change will benefit you, the benefit will begin to outweigh the cost. We tend to seek pleasure and avoid pain. So the more pleasure you can ascribe to making a change, the more likely you will take action to succeed. So let me break this down. So at this stage, you're like, all right, yeah, I got a problem. But man, it's going to take a lot of time out if I decide to make that change. If I decide to change my life, I'm going to have to go back and fix all these behaviors that I have. Like, you looking at it, you doing is it worth it? I don't know. Man, should I decide to do it? All right, people, the reason people get caught up in this is why I tell y'all. Me and Shantae was talking, and we were talking about, I think we were talking about business or something, and I asked her about the ALD, and I'll get back to you about that, Shantae, the ALD program, and it was another program. God, what was the other program? Shantae, what was the other program?
Life coach.
Life coach. And I told her, no, we ain't got time for that. Research life coaching. You don't need to go through no certificate program, none of that stuff. Go on YouTube, University of Google, teach yourself this stuff, and then call yourself a life coach. Don't call yourself a life coach, matter of fact, because who are you to coach somebody on life and you still living life? Only people who can teach you about life is the Bible and dead people. That's it. Because you still alive. So call yourself a coach. That's it. Call yourself a coach. Maybe you call yourself a lifestyle coach, but you don't need no certificate. No, none of that. Teach yourself all that stuff. And then what I want you to do is go to the ALD program, find all that stuff. I need it done by this date. And we set a date. And the reason I set a date and the reason I was on her so much is because what did she do? oh, it's going to take time for AOD. That's about a year. The life coach might take this long. No, because then it's going to turn to, I don't know if I have the finances to go back to school. Make a decision quickly. To come out of this stage, I need y'all to make quick decisions. Quick decisions. And people are like, well, yeah, but what if I make the wrong decision? That's okay. Just go back and fix it. Yeah, but I found it took my time. The thing is, a lot of people who are in contemplation stage, they never make a decision. And they justify it by, but if I make the wrong choice, then I'm going to have to go back and make another choice. Well, you're not making no choice, which is worse. That's why I say right here, you need to have goals and visualize those goals and write this down, which I didn't write down. You need to have a date, right? You start looking at, and then on this stage right here, I want you to write a pros and cons list. All right, what are the pros of me making this change? What are the cons of me making this change? Right? People can remain in stage for years without taking action. There's no action being taken on the stage. Like, you have not looked into any programs or anything. You're at your job. You know that you're on the verge of getting fired, but you have not done anything. You like, every time you walk by, oh yeah, I know. Sure, I ain't got nothing but a few weeks left up in this joint anyway. Like, that's your mentality. Or you in a classroom setting, you're like, oh, I ain't gonna pass this class. Shoot, I don't even see the point of me being up in this thing. They know I failed this class 4 times. They're gonna keep putting me in this class. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I passed it but to get to that point, you were like, all right, well, God, I failed the class 4 times. Shoot. Well, maybe if I put a little bit more time in studying, Or you at your job and you're like, all right, maybe if I put a little bit more effort, if I try a little harder, maybe if I came in on time, my finances would change, because then they'll stop docking me 30 minutes because I'm 5 minutes late. Like, you just thinking about it, right? So I like this last part, which is we tend to seek pleasure and avoid pain. We tend to seek pleasure and avoid pain. The reason why I'm on that is because we do things that make us happy. So the other day I was talking to someone and they said, well, I deserve to be happy and da-da-da. I said, oh, heck no. That's not how life works. You need to be happy in order to do things. That's what happens. People want pleasure because it's painful for them to go through whatever process they need to go through. Because as you see from the next stage you're going to, it's some stuff you got to start doing. But people are like, nah, I don't even want that. Shoot. Just think of it like this. When you have a child and you have to call that other parent, you're like, dang. Knowing dang well they ain't helped you not once this month. And you got to make that phone call. You just be staring at the phone for 4 days looking like, you know what, I just hope maybe if I don't pay this bill, I won't have to call it. You know, like, because it's pleasure in you not having to speak to that person because you're trying to avoid the pain, whatever that pain might be. Right? Instead of just being like, all right, let me just get on the phone with this person. I'll deal with it on the phone with this individual, and then that's it. I'll use your job just in case some of you can relate to that. You will talk to your coworkers more than you work because you don't want to work. You just want them to pay you for being there for talking, gossiping. Talk about everybody here, everybody clothes, everybody money in their pocket, because you don't want to deal with the fact that you hate your job. You shouldn't even be there anyway. You don't want to deal with the fact that they get paid more money than you. You don't want to deal with the fact that they just got bumped up in a position and you've been at your job for 8 years and you have not moved up at all. That's a hard pill to swallow. Very hard pill to swallow. But you need to swallow it so you can not be at the same job for 8 years and it's the same position that you came in with, so that you can have a good co-parenting relationship, so that you can advance yourself. All right. Let's go. Oh, here. All right, here we go. Preparation. Woo! They say if you prepare to fail, if you prepare to fail. Somebody help me. If you fail to prepare, you're preparing to fail. I can't say it again because I know I'll forget it. But y'all know exactly what I mean. Preparation, right? People in the preparation stage, they have decided to change their negative habits within 1 month. Congratulations if you're in this category. You may have just set up an appointment with a lifestyle coach, invested in your business, or enrolled in a course like this one. Great choice, by the way. Great choice, right? A lot of you guys are in the preparation stage. Some of you guys, just because you are here does not mean that you're in the preparation stage. It doesn't mean that. You might be in. You actually might be in the contemplation stage still. Like you barely showing up to classes, barely doing some assignments, and then you justifying, well, I got a full-time job and I got kids. A lot of people in the world who got that. But you know what? We're not comparing ourselves to average people. Average people get average paycheck. Average people live average lives. Average people do not have the freedom that you desire. That is one of the reasons why I do not, when I was sick, one of the things I was like, oh man, I'm about to give up this, I'm about to give up that. Like I changed what stage I was in because I was sick. For that moment, for those days, because I was sick, I had a cold, and it just changed me. I thought I was further along in the change stage. Oh, that dropped me all the way down. Shoot, maybe I was in pre-contemplation stage. But you see, preparation stage would have been, all right, if I was in preparation stage in my life, I would not have passed out. That whole situation would not have happened. It would not have gotten to a point where I now cannot breathe and I'm outside and nobody can help me. I would never have to become that vulnerable in my life had I been prepared. Because in this stage, I'd have been like, all right, it's becoming too much. Let me call my support group. Let me ask them for that support that I need. So let me show you guys what I did now for if that ever happened again. When you get sick, your brain doesn't work the way it's supposed to work. Right? So what did I do? I wrote this list. It says right here. Things to do if the kids get sick. And I wrote it. Right? Automatically a brat diet. Buy food for the house before I get extremely sick. Still have fun. Board games, etc. Laugh. I put change the underwear of the kids because when you cough, y'all know, sometimes, you accidentally let a little pee out, when you keep coughing and stuff like that. So the kids' underwear need to be changed more often. Ask for help. Read books to the kids and to myself. Drink water. Clean house. Use vapor machine. I had a vapor machine here, and for 3 days, I wasn't even using it. Couldn't breathe. Wasn't using the vapor machine because I forgot. And then my kids have a breathing machine. They were coughing up, and I forgot I had a breathing machine to help them with that. Hug the kids more when they're sick because they need that. Go out in the sun. Had I been in the preparation stage in that period of my life, then I would have never been. I was probably in the pre-contemplation stage then when I was sick. But the preparation stage is me saying, all right, cool. Let me make these changes. I immediately made the change. As soon as I started getting better, while I was able to lift up a pen, I started writing. I wanted to make those changes immediately. What does it say? Change your negative habits within a month, within 1 month. Okay? Set up an appointment. Went to the doctor. Right? Let's talk about business. Right? The people are not buying your product. And you like, this product is dope. Oh my God, people are just crazy. Who cares if you think it's dope? Nobody's buying from you. You need to change that. You're changing that within a month. You let 30 days go by, you're like, all right, this ain't working. Hey, change that up. Let me sit down with my coach, my business coach, and find out why it's not selling. Let me enroll in a class. Let me attend a conference. Let me watch YouTube videos, etc. Right? Preparation stage. Action. Woo! My favorite stage. This this is by far my favorite stage. Right? The action stage is the process of changing lifestyle, whether you are dedicating more time to your business, more consistent, or you've mapped out where you see yourself and your business. Individuals in this stage are at the greatest risk of relapse. So it's key to leverage any techniques you can to stay motivated. This stage, you will become so demotivated. You will be doing so much knocking stuff out. Shantae, let's just use your moving, right? Let's say for the moving, you were in the action stage. You are knocking out the boxes. You're dedicated. You got your whole system down. Bang, bang, bang. You feeling real good. But you know you're more vulnerable to fall off your schedule in this stage than any other stage. Why? Somebody told me, why would you fall off when you actually doing action?
No results, maybe?
Okay. Yep. You
Instant gratification.
Yep, instant gratification. Yep. Anybody else? Yep.
Maybe even a distraction in the instant gratification and the goals that you achieved faster than you thought.
Say it one more time.
Distraction that comes from achieving those.
Yep. Distraction. Anybody else? All right. So, results is one of the reasons. I think that was a good one. Because you don't always see change. It's just because you're doing something don't mean that you're gonna get results. Let's take, for instance, social media. You're like, all right, I'm ready to start my business. I got everything going. Let me start posting it. You think you about to get like, whew, I know I'm gonna get at least 12,000 followers off this business off the chain. And you got 5. It's easy to stop putting in action when you like, yo, I'm supposed to have 12,000 followers. I got 5. Right? You don't see the results, and instant gratification was a great one because you think that I'm supposed to see it immediately. You don't always see. Do you know in 2017, I set up the majority of my speaking engagements were all set up around January, February. They were set up, but I didn't speak until July, August, September, October. Sounds crazy, right? Well, it's not crazy because the action I put in January paid off in July. So imagine what would happen if I put the work that I put in February. It's probably going to pay off in August. You don't immediately see the action. You don't immediately see the results. But the action is there. It's very easy to fall off on this stage. You have to use all your motivational tricks of, waking up and listen to motivational videos, telling yourself that you're beautiful, that you will be successful. You have to do that. Because you might fall off. You might not see the results that you thought. Or get this, when you start putting in action and you find out you did stuff wrong. Oh, shoot, you start falling. You're, oh, man. See, this is why I'll never change. This is why I'll never want to get rid of it. Because every time I do make a change, something go wrong. All right, let's go back to addiction. You decide, hey, all right, I got a job now. I got this going on. And next thing you know, something bad happens. You did all the action. No, I did everything I was supposed to do, but something bad still happened to me. Just because you start taking the steps and the action step does not mean that you are guaranteed to have happiness or joy. But you are actively participating in your life when it comes to this. Write that down. Action equals actively participating in my life. You are actively participating in your life. And when you actively participate in your life, that's when things become very difficult. Let's go to the next one. This is the last stage. This is a stage of successful, sustained lifestyle modification. If you have been actively working on your business for years, maybe you made some profit too, and have blended positive habits into your lifestyle, then you are in the maintenance stage, right? My experience, people tend to bounce between contemplation and preparation and action stages. In other words, most people are yo-yo stage. I think one way to prevent this yo-yo effect from happening is to make small changes in your habits that over time create something meaningful. The maintenance stage is, let me go back to that front one. Let me go back up here. This picture is so powerful because a lot of times what happens is people go to the maintenance stage and they'll eventually go back to the yo-yo, which is a stage of like now you're in between, right? You're in between stages. 1 minute you're at maintenance stage, then you're back at pre-contemplation. 1 minute you're in action, then you're back at preparation. All of us are at some stage in our life, but don't have that yo-yo effect where now you're going up and down, up and down. That's the most, you don't want that. You better off just staying in pre-contemplation stage the whole entire time. I'd rather have that than for you to yo-yo yourself out, right? And we're gonna do actually a class on small wins, but you have to create small changes. I think last week when those of you who weren't here, we talked about like creating a routine for yourself, like in the morning, etc. And the reason why you need to create a routine is so that you can get small wins. The only time I ever wake up and start yelling at my kids is when I do what? When I hit the snooze button. And now now I was supposed to be up at 6 o'clock, but it's 6:20. Now, everybody, everybody get up. Everybody, y'all gonna make us late. No, we've been about to be late. You hit the snooze about 3 times. We was gonna be late regardless. Now I'm blaming them. Now they done missed prime time, so they can't go to morning prime time. They all sad. Now I got to stay longer at the school because I have to wait for the gate to open up. Now I go to work irritated. You know, you already irritated from waking up late, dropping the kids off late. Now you coming to work. Most of you don't even like the people who you work with. So you just sitting there like, you know what? She always got something to say. You know? So you have all these things going on. All right. So here's my question to you all. Need you guys to be interactive. What stage are you in? Somebody talk to me. What stage are you in and why?
I think I'm in the contemplation when it comes to like my business anyway, but headed towards preparation once I get more information. Based on what I emailed you.
That's good. That's good. And we actually gonna talk about your question here, so make sure you find that email so I can answer it here. In your personal life, what stage are you in?
Oh, personally, what would constitute that? Because I'm thinking of just like business wise and stuff, but personally, you're talking about like with relationships and stuff.
No, just in life. So like if I would look at my life right now, I would say that I'm in preparation stage right now. Just and when I say preparation, that means all right. Like I was at work today, like had all my students lined up, what time they're coming in, etc. I woke up today on time. You know, I wasn't late, didn't hit the snooze button.
I'm in preparation stage because of my life, because there's certain things I've changed and certain habits I recognize and altered, and then people I've spoke to that I had to tell them where I was at and why certain things need to change if they want to stay in my life.
Anybody else professionally? Where are you? What stage are you in? And then personally, what stage are you in?
I think for me, I'm in the preparation stage, both personal and life. In transitioning to my new role, I'm preparing to become fluent, in the new role, as well as, now home, secured in home, and getting everything finalized. I'm preparing myself to get into complete action. I've given myself timelines, deadlines, and have kind of already planted the seeds to be able to be completely in action. So.
Sharnisha, what stage are you in your professional and personal life?
I would say for both contemplation. I'm not really sure what it is that I want to do anymore. And personally, I don't, sometimes I find myself lost in certain situations. So, yeah.
All right, anybody else? Let's go. Mariana, what stage are you in?
Well, professionally, like right now, my main focus has been my education, which I've taken action with. And personally, I've transitioned. Like, I mean, in the last 10 years, I can't even believe the changes of my life. I mean, from having everything to homelessness to where I'm at now. I've got my own mobile home. I got a new car. I'm going to get my associates. So I obviously made a lot of preparation and have taken action, which, by the way, I made a 2018 vision board yesterday with Mercedes. So I know, like, actually, let me see them really quick. So, like, my main goals, I don't know if anybody can see this. I mean, it's just a little tiny vision board, but basically getting my finances in order, and then becoming more mindful on what I put in my mouth, eating better again, my family always, and travel. I've never really traveled outside the United States, so that's on my bucket list. Hopefully this year it comes to fruition. So yeah, I'm in between preparation and action because not everything may be possible this year, but like you said, everything that I do this year might pay off at the end of the year or next year. So I'm in a good place. And I have been, like, I know life throws things at you and unexpected that kind of set you back, but my mentality has been so strong to, like, be able to, things that would have broken my spirit 5 years ago, just I don't allow that to, like, be my roadblock anymore. Obviously it just really depends on the circumstance, but yeah, I just keep moving forward, and I have just a lot to be grateful for.
Nice. Thank you for sharing that with us. Ashley says in work, she's in the action stage, in business owner, she's in the contemplation stage, and then personal action stage as well. Thank you, Ashley, for that. Anastasia, what stage are you in?
Right. And that's not going to work. It's like, how's that going to work out?
Please mute Anastasia.
I just muted her. I ain't no telling what she up to. Let's go ahead and mute her. No telling who she on the phone with. Danielle, what stage are you in?
Let's see. Can you hear me?
Yep.
I think in the business, I'm in contemplation. Been there for a while, like you said. It could be a range of time. I think for my job, I would be maintenance. Just trying to sustain myself there. And then personally, well, I would say like me working out and stuff, I'm probably at the action stage, probably yo-yoing between maintenance and action stage. So I can see actually that a little exercise is helpful because, you know, in different areas, you're going to be at different levels of the of the change process. So it's kind of helpful to see, you know, in the different areas.
Yep. Yep. Perfect. So I think that was everyone. Was that everyone who went? Yeah. Everyone went. Except Anastasia. You know, telling I ain't gonna I ain't gonna say nah. I ain't gonna say nothing because it's recording right now. But those are the different stages, and I really want you guys to just take a look at those different stages that you guys are at. And here's another thing I want you guys to write down on your paper. I want you to write down what are you reaching for? What are you reaching for? I wish I should have had a copy of my book up here. Oh, I got a whole bunch of them. Give me 1 second. Hold on real quick. I don't feel like going. It's in my closet, but I don't feel like getting that thing out of there. But one of the things for those of you who have not read my book, what are you reaching for? What it talks about is just, you know, identifying what your cake and your crumbs are in life. And I actually have this exercise I do. Let me see if I can share my screen with you guys again. Start share screen, whiteboard. All right, there you go. What are you reaching for? Let's do that. Let's put a line. There we go. I want you guys to make something similar to this. Cake or crumbs. And what I usually do is, hold on, someone's saying something. Sorry. That's Anastasia explaining why it sounded like she was talking to somebody on a collect call from jail. Let's see. I'll move this thing off right there. I'm trying to show y'all the whiteboard. Oh shoot, y'all. Hold on. Let me share. Close that up. Oh, there you go. Oh. There you go. All right. So I want y'all to make something like this. So, we only got about 53 minutes, and I'm actually going to get into this lesson a little later, but I want you guys to at least make this right here, cake and crumbs. For those of you who have never read the book or never heard my YouTube video, then this doesn't make any sense. Don't worry. I just want you to make that little box. You don't have to write anything, because next class we're going to get into that. And what stage of life you're in right now is going to determine how you complete that box. Just leave it blank for right now. You've already done this activity because you've read the book and things like that, because the book actually has the activities in it, then great, you're ahead of everybody, which means that you should tell everybody what to do next time. Anyways, before we get out of here, I just want to make sure, are there any questions about tonight? So right now we're in Master Our Mind. And what we're going to do with that segment is we are going to I think we have quite a few lessons in that one. And then once we go from that one, then I believe we go into Master Your Communication, teach you not only how to communicate as a co-parenter, but also how to communicate as a businesswoman, as a professional, and how to get what you want. For those of you who do follow me on Facebook or Instagram or anything like that, well, I don't have I do have Instagram still, but it was a distraction, so I took it off my phone. But for those of you who want to know, there are a lot of things in life that I actually get. I earn them, but sometimes you have to convince people to do things. I have to convince people at my job to give me money to pay for things. They do it. Why would they do it? That's what grant writing is. Convincing people to give you what you need. Well, it's a technique in all of that. And how to communicate. I want to teach you guys about that. I'm gonna give you guys a list of books to possibly read too. And books, and I want you guys to start following people on Instagram. Here we go. Any questions before we end this class? And I want to ask you guys one question before I stop the recording. Nope. All right, cool. All right. Let me stop.